It's time for NEC On the Run Women's Basketball Edition. Hello again, everyone. I'm Ralph Ventre, fired up, ready to go. Another week of NEC Women's Basketball in the books. Let's take a look at where we stand. And then there was one, as they say. Central Connecticut, the lone remaining unbeaten. The Blue Devils are 4-0 in NEC play for the second time in 10 seasons under head coach Burl Piper. CCSU took down Nutmeg State rival and NEC preseason favorite Sacred Heart on its way to the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart's lone loss was to the Blue Devils. SHU in a three-way tie for second place at 3-1. Two of those 3-1 teams, Bryant and Sacred Heart, will face each other head-to-head this Saturday. You can watch the game, as always, live at necfrontrow.com. As for the defending champion Robert Morris Colonials, they're 2-2 in league play, right in the middle of the pack. It's still early, way too much basketball still to be played. We'll keep an eye on the standings as we go along, but don't be surprised if you see a mid-season shakeup. Now it's time for She Gets Buckets. Nikki Stammel leads Robert Morris in scoring again this season. The Greek-born senior guard is coming off a career night against LIU Brooklyn on Monday. Stammel poured in 39 points in the win over the Blackbirds, making 15 of 22 field goal attempts. The 39 points and 15 makes both tie Robert Morris single-game records. On her way to becoming the fourth NEC player to hit the 30-point mark this season, Nikki Stammel was getting buckets. And now we take a Twitter timeout, extending this 30 into a full. If you love NEC women's basketball and you're not following Craig D'Amico on Twitter, then you're doing it all wrong. D'Amico, the NEC women's basketball play-by-play man, is a walking encyclopedia, especially when it comes to hashtag NECWBB. With CCSU off to its hot start, Craig did some research and shared the info. As it turns out, it's just another odd year for Burl Piper and the Blue Devils. It could just be a coincidence, but CCSU's two best seasons under Piper were in odd number years. In 2009, they won 12 games. In 2015, they were 14-4. Both seasons, they earned the second seed in the Northeast Conference Tournament. Craig D'Amico suggests that 2017 could have a similar ending. So what's that? That's amazing. Time to take a look at an eye-catching statistic, the topic of this week's segment, scoring defense. Robert Morris does it well. The Colonials limited LIU Brooklyn to 42 points on Monday night. It was the third time this season that RMU has held an opponent under the 45-point mark. It's no surprise that Charlie Buscalia's Colonials paced the circuit in both scoring defense and field goal percentage defense. One more note here on points allowed. This one comes courtesy of the CCSU Blue Devils. With its 67-50 win over Sacred Heart, CCSU became the first team to hold Sacred Heart under 51 points in the last 40 games. Yes, that's right. You have to go back to January 5th, 2015, the last time Sacred Heart was held under 51 points in a game. The opponent that day, the CCSU Blue Devils. Now, stats amazing. So there you have it. The Week 2 show is in the books. Still 14 conference games to go. Each team will play 2 this weekend. We'll have 9 of those contests live on Front Row. Saturday's featured matchup, the Battle of Brooklyn, LIU and St. Francis, that one will tip off live on Watch ESPN and ESPN3. For NEC Front Row, I'm Ralph Ventre. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.